Hey everybody, this is Josh with Laystar Piano. Today we're going to be talking about the practice environment that you can set up for yourself to make the act of practicing a little bit easier, a little bit more efficient, just a better use of your time overall. So first thing you want to do is, if possible, you want to find a quiet room that you can practice in. If you have an office space like I do where you can actually shut the doors, that would be ideal. Just a separate place away from everything else in your apartment or your house so you can have your own alone time so you can do what you need to do on the piano. If you don't have your own separate room where you can physically shut the doors, anything that you can do to mimic that, like hanging up some kind of curtain or just going maybe in a house or part of your house or apartment that's not as traveled, maybe it's a little bit quieter, or maybe you can get up a little bit earlier in the morning while everyone's still asleep. If you have a digital piano, you can grab your headphones, get those plugged in, and you can practice that way. The point of having the quietness in the room is because you want to really be able to focus on the playing itself. So playing piano is physical. You have to be able to do the physical movements. You also have to be able to mentally understand what you're doing and have the knowledge in your head as well. So you need the mental knowledge, and then you need the physical knowledge or the physical skill to actually be able to play the keys. And having a quiet room is going to help you get these skills as fast as possible. Second point here is you want to set up a timer. So in another video, I talked about how you should split up your practice schedule if you have an hour a day, 30 minutes a day. But you want to actually take out your phone, pull up the clock, go to the timer, and you can set your 30-minute timer, 40-minute timer. Again, you can do 10 minutes to something technique-wise, 5 minutes of just having fun, trying to improvise, and then the rest you can work on pieces or something like that. But you want to actually time these things so that you know you're using your time in the most effective way possible. You don't want to sit down, start a piece, and then you start daydreaming about something, you start dozing off, you're not really fully into it mentally, or maybe you're too much into it mentally and now you just spent an hour on this one thing and you're supposed to work on 5 other different things that same practice day. So the timer is going to help keep you on track. It's going to keep you on point, and it will hold you accountable for making sure you do the things you're supposed to be doing when you're practicing. Third thing here is you want to have everything planned out. So this kind of goes into the second point. But you want to have your whole practice session planned out beforehand. You don't want to sit down and just kind of figure it out as you go along, because again, that's how you're going to end up wasting time from your hour, 30-minute practice session. You're going to be wasting time trying to figure out what you need to practice instead of actually practicing. So you want to have everything laid out. It doesn't have to be super specific. You can just do something like technique, playing pieces, maybe scales, and maybe coming up with something on your own, some kind of chord progression or something like that. So the point is, whatever you're practicing, make sure it's planned out before you actually sit down. So again, 3 points to set up your practice environment perfectly and to get the most use of your time is try to find a quiet space. You want to set a timer on your phone. Make sure you're using your time efficiently. And third thing, again, is you want to make sure that you have everything planned out ahead of time. So those 3 things, if you do those 3 things, you're going to greatly increase your practice sessions. It's going to be much more efficient, and you're going to get a lot more out of them. Again, my name is Josh with Laystar Piano.